Hey class, we're going to begin making raffia baskets today. This is how they look finished. The first thing you need to do is determine the bottom of the form, which the indentation is going to be darker where the spokes turn up. Put your name on the bottom and begin by just pulling those spokes up. This is the only piece of tape you will need. You're going to tape that first piece of raffia. Raffia is just a fancy word for straw or hay that we're going to be weaving into a basket. You're then going to go in and out of the spokes, just regular weaving. Make sure that you're going both inside and outside. So you may want to stop and check every now and then to make sure that if it's on one side of the spoke on the first round, it's on the other side of the spoke on the second round, because that is actually the definition of weaving. That's how you make it look woven. You're going to continue until you finish that piece of raffia. Please do not cut the raffia. Finish the entire piece. Get your next piece. You're going to tuck it in where you stopped the last one. So when you come to the end of a piece of raffia, just tuck it in on the inside. You may need to take a pencil to kind of get it under there, but just poke it under there, and then you're going to start your next strip of raffia in the same spot, and you'll just tuck it in or hold it until you get around one round so it doesn't pull out, making sure that you're going on the opposite spoke. Does that make sense? This is just regular old weaving. Now, a word of caution. Do not pull too tight. If you begin pulling too tight, and I know some of you like to pull it really tight, those spokes at the top are going to come together too soon, and it's going to be really, really difficult to get your raffia in and out, and it's kind of going to frustrate you and be a pain. So do not pull too tight. Once you are at the very top, because we do want it to form a basket. You don't want it to be laying flat. But once we're at the top and there's really no more room to weave, I'm going to show you how to sew a strip of raffia around the top to hold all that in and to cover the top of the cardboard. It's pretty easy, but I'm not going to show you today because we won't get that far today. Just continue weaving. Please do not get a handful of raffia. As you can see, I've used, what, 4 pieces, and I'm almost to the top. So I would just get 3 to start with, and then you can go from there. We are going to pull the raffia just like we did with yarn. It's tied together, and you just pull the one strip you want, just one, and it will come out, okay? You don't need to pull a big gob out, because then that just makes a mess for the next classes. Happy weaving!